Alright, so this is the new version 10 update. A little bit of difference is it now shows, occasionally shows cars coming towards you. And it also, if there's a double line to the left, it sometimes will show a double line, which it's never done that before. So some of these cars that are coming towards me will show up on the screen as coming towards me, but not all of them. The cars next to you don't bounce around anymore. It's much more stable. And sometimes when cars are coming towards us, it will show them driving towards you. Here's one that's coming towards me. There's another one that just went past me. It seems that the drawing's about a second behind where the car is. So the car passes you and then a second later it draws the car going past. At least the ones to the right of me are nice and stable. They're not bouncing around anymore. Doesn't draw a car if it's 2 lanes away, only if it's 1 lane away. Doesn't stop at stop signs or stop lights, but it does do a pretty good job of driving through the town and not running into anybody, not running it over the lines. Does make me hit the steering wheel every 10 or 11 seconds now, whereas it used to only ask to be moving the steering wheel every 20 seconds, but now it definitely does that a lot more often. Changes lanes real smoothly, even here in town. As long as you have a car in front of you, it still stops, but it does not give me any indication that there's a stoplight or up ahead. So it's doing the driving right now, but I had to take over to get around this one turn. And the cars in the next lane over don't bounce around like they used to, which is nice. There's a red light coming up, and it definitely does not give you any indication that it wants to stop for that yet. So it did show a car turning in front of me there, and it shows trucks coming towards me and cars coming towards me on the other side. The lines are much sharper, and it actually does show a double line there, where there's a double line. So it's very smooth. It doesn't bounce around between the 2 lanes like it was earlier. So they definitely fixed the wobbling back and forth. There's a car that just went by. So it's about a second delayed on drawing the cars that are coming next to you. But at least it's now showing them, which is really nice. But only in the lane that's right next to you, not if it's 2 lanes over. here's a car coming toward me, and it did draw it, but as you can see, it's about a second behind. There's another car coming, and it does draw it, but about a second behind. And it drew that truck, and that was 2 lanes over. So most of the time it has not been drawing any of the cars that are 2 lanes over, just the ones that are right next to me. There, it drew it, but a second behind. But every 10 seconds it wants me to touch the wheel to prove that I'm here. There comes another car towards us. Let's see if it... So that one, it didn't draw it at all. So it's not 100% at picking up those cars that are coming towards you. So there was a car that turned in front of me, and so it gave me a warning that there was somebody turning in front of me, although it didn't draw it on the screen. That truck next to me, and it's doing a better job of drawing it. It's not wobbling around so much as like it used to. It's doing a great job, but definitely not wobbling back and forth in the lane like it has been recently. They definitely cleaned up the self-driving part. Had to turn it off because there's a red light up ahead and it's not sensing any red lights yet. Even though I paid for this full self-driving, I don't have the new version 3 computer in here yet, which supposedly that's not going to happen till next spring. So the truck came up behind me and it drew that. Go over there. Lane changes are very smooth. Still requesting me to touch the wheel every 10 seconds now. drives just fine, even on these little back roads. Very, very smooth self-driving. Still asking me to touch the wheel every 10 seconds now, so that's definitely new. Avoidance mode, apparently. Oh, here's a bunch of birds in the road. I'll be interested to see if it just runs right through them, or is it gonna... That wasn't gonna stop. They flew away. So no raccoon avoidance mode yet, I don't think. It does show pedestrians walking, and it shows bicycles, and it stops for them. Self-driving through here, even though the lines are pretty bad. Showed that car going by. Always about a second delayed. So I have to turn off when I'm getting to a stop sign still. Big tractor up ahead is kind of stopped on the side of the highway. My car doesn't seem to notice him at all. Every 10 seconds wants me to turn the wheel a little bit. Always gives me the message about auto steers restricted because I'm pushing the pedal. I tend to always keep my foot on the pedal because I don't like when it phantom brakes. I don't know if they've taken that, fixed the phantom braking yet, but I haven't tested it. I always keep my foot on the pedal. See how it does it getting on this freeway. It's got some little white line. It seemed to have done it though, okay. Oh, but it didn't like that. See, I didn't hit the wheel enough, I guess, so now it's locked me out of self-driving. So yeah, it's definitely wants you to touch that wheel every 10 seconds, and if you don't within about 3 seconds of it giving you that warning, then now it seems to lock you out. So the cruise control is still controlling the speed. but it won't let me self-drive until I pull over and put it into park. So after stopping to get off the freeway and put it in park at the stop sign, now it's letting me self-drive again. Showed that big truck drive by. So it's always done this road just fine. It's been driving it for a couple years now, even though it's a crazy turn. It's nice that the car reads or knows the speed limit, because the cops around here will give you a ticket if you go anywhere over 40 miles an hour during this 35 zone. And the car nicely slows down every time. I pretty much use Autopilot anytime I'm in the car on any road that it'll allow it. There's never a time that I'm not letting the car do the driving. And hopefully once they let us use the full self-driving, it'll always be able to do it.